In this video, I'm going to teach you how to fully prepare yourself for tournaments like FNCS, Solo Victory Cups, and all the other tournaments in 2024. Now, the first thing you need to do is find a good duo. I've made a full video about this recently, but I'll do a quick rundown right now. You need to find someone who has a similar schedule to you, they have similar earnings / PR, and you also play well together. Those are the main 3 points when finding a duo. So if you can tick those boxes off, then you know you've got a good duo. But if you want the full guide on how to find the best duo, I'll leave the link to that video down below. Now, the next thing to do is set goals for yourself. There's no point playing tournaments if you haven't got anything that you're striving for. Like, you've got no goals set, there's no point playing it. So some goals for beginners would be make your first earnings in 2024, or for higher tier players, you might want to make grand finals in an FNCS, or make a certain amount of earnings like 5k in 2024. Those are some goals that you should set for yourself. Come up with your own goals, of course, don't just copy what I've just said there. Make sure it's personal to you and something that you actually think is achievable. Now, the next and most important thing in this video is to create a practice routine. So many people just play the game mindlessly. They're not practicing the right way, and they're just wasting their time just playing creative or just playing ranked. They're not actually doing the right things to improve. So I'm not going to give you an actual routine because everyone has different times where they can play. Some people can play for 3 hours a day. Some people can play for 10 hours a day. But I will tell you some things to include in your routine. Make sure you have some form of aim practice, whether you're playing an aim trainer or you're just playing creative maps for practicing your aim. Make sure you do at least some of that in your routine. It could be just 10 minutes or it could be an hour. It depends how much time you have. Now, after you've practiced your aim, you need to do some form of creative free building or edit courses or 1v1s. This is going to help your mechanics and your fighting. So make sure you have some of that in. That could be just like 20 minutes a day. And then after that, you want to move into ranked. This will help with practicing drops, practicing fighting against players in game. I would suggest you do at least 1 hour of ranked each day. So far we're at 1.5 hours at the minimum. And then after that, you should play some scrims. Whether these are duo or solo, make sure you practice scrims. Your end game, stuff like that is very important. So those are the things you should include in your practice routine. Of course, if you have more time, you can do them for longer or you can add more things in. But just make sure it fits into your schedule. So now we've got a good practice routine, we also need a good warm-up routine. And this is going to be the stuff we'll do right before the tournaments. So maybe you'll get on the game an hour before the tournament and you have an hour to warm up. What will you do in that time? For me personally, I like to do half an hour of aim training and then I'll do another half an hour of creative, whether that's 1v1s, zone wars, box fights, whatever it is, just half an hour of creative. So that is my personal warm-up routine before a tournament. Yours could be different. Maybe you want to do 10 minutes of aim training, half an hour of ranked, and then half an hour of creative, something like that. So create your own warm-up routine that you can fit in before you play a tournament. Now, my next piece of advice is something that not a lot of people do, and that's actually to take some form of caffeine before your tournaments. Whether this is an energy drink or even a caffeine tablet or a coffee, some form of caffeine will really help you before tournaments, as it will make you faster, more alert, and more reactive to what's going on in the game. Obviously, make sure you're staying healthy, you're not overdosing on caffeine, or if you have any health problems that can be affected by it, then stay away from that. But if you're healthy and fit enough to take caffeine before your tournaments, I would definitely suggest you have some. Now, the final piece of advice is about your mental preparations. A lot of people can get nervous when they're playing tournaments, and this can cause them to play worse. So there's one thing you should always do before you play tournaments, and that is just to remind yourself that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you place, whether you place 22nd on the leaderboard or if you come 11,000th. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Literally no one cares except yourself. There's no reason to feel pressure or nerves, as it's only you who cares about your result. So just try and remind yourself that before you play, even while you're playing the game. It doesn't matter too much. Don't take it too seriously. Make sure you're having fun as well while you're playing. That will really help your mental, and that will help you to perform better if you're having fun and you're calm. So that is it. That is how you fully prepare for tournaments. I hope this video has helped you out. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video.